Hi, I'm Kempton Randolph from Hooker Mountain Farm Distillery, Cabot, Vermont, and I wanted to do a little thing today about our Roy's Callus Abenaki Flint corn that we grow here on the farm organically and that we're going to use in a Flint corn whiskey. So this corn is as close as we can get to the original corn that was grown here on this farm by the settlers that first came to Vermont in the late 1700s. And this corn was grown all the way into the early 1900s and then really almost disappeared. We almost lost it in the later part of the 20th century. So the history of this corn goes all the way back to the Abenaki Indians that were here, native peoples of Vermont, that grew this corn. It was their own variety, and the settlers that came here acquired it from them, and the reason why they wanted it is because it was a very high protein corn. It's a very short season corn. It's a productive corn, and it grows in our northern cold climate where we have a warm but wet and short growing season in the summer months. So it's about a 75-day corn, which is about as short as you can get. And it produces these beautiful 8-row ears in varying different colors. We have this whole rainbow of colors, all from the same variety. A farmer in Calais, Vermont, about 10 miles from here, still maintained his crop of seed. And that it was, I think, from his family. And I believe Tom Stearns at High Mowing Seeds acquired some from him and improved the variety, took out the inbreeding in the corn. It's an open pollinated corn, which means that as long as you keep it isolated, you can breed it year after year, save the seeds, save the best ears, and improve the variety every year. So it allows farmers to not have to purchase seed, we just save our own. And this particular strain then was improved by Jack Laser at Butterworks Farm, and he selected for 10-row ears, which we have some here. I believe, yes, this is a 10-row yellow ear, and longer ears and stronger root systems on the plant. Now we have it here, and my goal is to improve it and select every year after year to really get the variety more productive and especially suited to our microclimate here at Hooker Mountain. We're in the corn crib, and this is where we store the Flint corn over the winter. Goes in here from the field. It's picked in the field, and we picked it this year in October. And it goes in here and finishes the drying process, and then we store it in here over the winter while we use it in the distillery and take it out kind of batch by batch. But this is a good view of this year's harvest. And you can see the corn crib has slats on the sides that let in air for drying. It's about, I have these boxes in here to narrow the base a little bit. It's about 3 feet at the base. And but here's what's left. We've gone through probably 2/3 of this year's crop already. And so, and I'll finish going through these ears by the end of probably by early spring. And but they're nice and dry, and you see the nice different side. There's a lot of variation in this corn in the Roy's Callus Flint. Great, some nice goldens and yellows and deep reds, and it's really beautiful to see. So I'll fill up my half bushel basket, and that'll be about 20 pounds here of kernels, and then we'll go inside and shell this. And 2 of these takes about a bushel of corn to do a batch of mash, a 50-gallon batch of mash. And so 2 of these half bushel baskets will be enough for about a 55% corn, 45% oat mash. And so I'll finish filling this up, and then we'll bring this inside. So this is our corn sheller. It's a Ruggles Norse and Mason. This is dates from about 1835. 1830, 1835, anywhere in that period. These were made in, as it says right on the front, Worcester and Boston. And these were sold all over New England. And this handle here cranks clockwise, and it activates two gears inside that spin opposite each other. And it pops all the kernels right off the ear, and the cob and the kernels come out this chute at the bottom, and then you have to pull the cobs out. And so let's crank it up and see how it works. Get these guys out. See, the cobs just sit on top. So there we have 10 pounds of our Roy's Callus flint corn ready for grinding. And so this corn is going to be going into a mash, a flint corn mash. So I did it. I got all my corn shelled, the half bushel. Well, I got a half bushel shelled. So here it is, this, and then there was the other 10 pounds. And the great thing about this corn, not only is it really high protein, it's really, has a short growing, early maturing, but it has such amazing flavor. And it makes not only great spirits and alcohol, whiskey, but it really comes through in baked goods. We use it in our house for doing cornbreads and for doing polenta, Indian pudding. It's fantastic. It's really fantastic. Great nutty corn flavor to it. It's just really can't be beat. So we really love to eat it in the house, and it's just perfect for distilling.